Hello, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to practice some question for passing the exam of Code de la Route. A dirty air filter increases fuel consumption. A. Yes. B. No. Reduces pollutant emissions. C. Yes. D. No. For this question, the answer is option A. Yes, it means dirty air filter increases fuel consumption. And option D. No. The air filter on vehicles must be changed regularly, as it ensures that unwanted particles in the air do not find their way into the engine, potentially disrupting engine operation and seriously increasing engine wear. If it is clogged, the engine will be depleted of air and therefore consume more fuel, with lower efficiency. In addition, by consuming more fuel, it will release more CO2 and other pollutants into the atmosphere. When going up or down speed bumps, my car jolts a lot. This could be due to option A, the tires, option B, the shock absorbers, option C, the brakes, option D, the steering. For this question, the correct answer is option B, the shock absorbers. When going up or down speed bumps, my car jolts a lot. This could be due to A, the tires, B, the shock absorbers, C, the brakes, D, the steering. A vehicle is in contact with the road thanks to its tires, but to be effective, they must remain in permanent contact with the ground, without lifting off or jumping at every bump or hole. Shock absorbers keep the tires on the ground and absorb shocks by attenuating them. The driver feels the bumps or holes, but in a more limited, softer way, in order to maintain comfort in the passenger compartment. If you feel a bump or hole with violence and jolts, this indicates a problem with your shock absorbers. This does not prevent you from driving, but it should be corrected as soon as possible to preserve the comfort of your passengers and the vehicle's mechanics. This jar is located in the engine compartment and contains option A, brake fluid, option B, power steering fluid, option C, coolant, option D, engine oil. For this question, the correct answer is option B, power steering fluid. This jar in the engine compartment contains power steering fluid. It can be identified by its red cap and, above all, its symbol representing a steering wheel. The brake fluid reservoir always faces the driver's brake pedal. The coolant expansion tank has a special cap with a symbol warning against opening when hot. The engine oil is contained directly in the engine. The red light with a P in the center means option A, brake pad failure, option B, handbrake application, option C, tire pressure fault. So for this question, the correct answer is option B, handbrake application. Why? Red warning lights on the dashboard are extremely important. as they inform us of a dangerous problem directly affecting vehicle safety. In this picture, it's the parking brake warning light. The P stands for parking, indicating to the driver that the handbrake is engaged and that he or she can leave the vehicle without fear of it moving off on its own. This kind of situation may seem rare, but a driver caught up in his day or in a hurry may forget to apply the parking brake. On a hill or slope, even a slight one, the vehicle then finds itself without a restraint system, making it extremely dangerous for other road users to see a rolling, driverless car coming towards them. So, before leaving your vehicle, always check that this light appears on the dashboard, automatic handbrake or not. Following the suspension of my license for medical reasons, a licensed physician may require additional examinations. Option A. Yes. Option B. No. So for this question the correct answer is option A, yes. Are further examinations possible? When my license is suspended for medical reasons, a medical examination by an approved physician is mandatory. Additional tests may also be required, such as a psychotechnical examination to check the driver's sensory and cognitive abilities. At the traffic light, I must stop at option A, the first line, option B, the second line. So for this question the correct answer is option A, the first line. Some traffic lights have a bicycle lock. This is an area reserved for cyclists. It provides a safer waiting position for cyclists and makes them more visible to motorists. This prevents cyclists, for example, from finding themselves in the blind spot of turning vehicles. Vehicles must therefore stop at the first broken line. To travel at a normal speed, this electric scooter user must use option A, cycle lanes, option B, sidewalks. So for this question the correct answer is option A, cycle lanes. Electric scooter users are typically required to use cycle lanes, or the road, where available, not sidewalks, in most cities and countries. Riding on sidewalks is often prohibited for safety reasons, as it poses risks to pedestrians. A trailer, even a small one, has an impact on my driving. Option A, yes. Option B, no. So for this question the correct answer is option A, yes. Why should towing a trailer affect my driving? Even if I'm used to driving my car, towing a trailer, even a small one, is going to change a lot. Whether it's for accelerating or braking, but above all for steering on winding roads, for example, as the trajectory can quickly become distorted. This phenomenon can be exacerbated by the weather, especially in windy conditions. So I remain very cautious. I have held a B license for more than 2 years. I am authorized to drive a 125cc light motorcycle without practical training. Option A. Yes. Option B. No. So for this question, the correct answer is option B. No. Can you drive a 125 motorcycle with a B license? The B license is the first step to driving a light motorcycle. I need to add a 7-hour training course to my license. Anyone whose license has been suspended must appear before the prefecture's medical commission. Option A. Yes. Option B. No. So for this question, the correct answer is option B. No. When a driver's license is suspended, he or she is required to undergo a compulsory medical examination, which can be carried out by an approved doctor in his or her own practice. However, if the offense is related to alcohol or drugs, the driver must contact the prefecture of his or her department to make an appointment with the medical commission, approved doctors who work on the premises of the prefecture. When it's like this, I keep the high beam on. Option A. Yes. Option B. No. So for this question, the correct answer is option B. No. I'm driving on high beam at night on a road outside a built-up area, and someone is coming in front of me, so in order not to dazzle him, I switch to low beam. My dipped headlights have a range of around 30 meters. At a speed of 80 kilometers per hour, the distance needed to stop is compatible with this range. I can therefore stop in time in the area illuminated by my lights. My dipped beam headlights have a range of around 30 meters. At a speed of 80 kilometers per hour, the distance needed to stop is compatible with this range. I can therefore stop in time in the area illuminated by my lights. Option A. Yes. Option B. No. So for this question, the correct answer is option B. No. The stopping distance includes the distance traveled during the reaction time and the braking distance. To estimate it simply and approximately, I multiply the 10 times the speed by the speed itself. At 80 kilometers per hour, 8 by 8, 64 meters approximately. 65 meters is the closest value to this result, so I won't be stopping in my zone of visibility. Even if the road surface is clear, grip may be reduced, increasing the risk of skidding or extending braking distances. Option A. Yes. Option B. No. So for this question, the correct answer is option A. Yes, the snow accumulated on the edges shows that the temperature is rather low. If I don't know how long it's been since the snowplow or salting machines have been here, I can hardly be sure that this road isn't going to slip. If the temperature is still very low, the ground may well be icy, resulting in potentially poor grip. I'll remain cautious. The road is clear, I can move on. Option A. Yes. Option B. No. So for this question the correct answer is option B, no. I've stopped at a red light, and I'm formally forbidden to proceed for the moment. Just because it's dark and there are fewer people in the streets doesn't mean you shouldn't obey the traffic signs. So I'm respecting the red light and won't move on until it turns green. The visibility is less than 50 meters. My maximum speed is option A, 70 kilometers per hour, option B, 50 kilometers per hour. In addition to the front fog lights, I prefer to use option C, dipped headlights, option D, position lights. So for this question the correct answers are options B and C. Option B, 50 kilometers per hour, option C, dipped headlights. If I slow down suddenly, I risk reacting far too late and not being able to stop before the accident. I don't exceed 50 kilometers per hour. To be more visible, I use low beam headlights as well as front fog lights. In these conditions, I opt for winter tires to avoid spinning when starting off. Option A. Yes. Option B. No. So for this question, the correct answer is option A, yes. If you feel that your wheels are spinning in the snow when you start off, you need to reduce the power of the accelerator. To do this, release the clutch very gradually and make sure your wheels are straight. You can also fit winter tires, which also help to increase grip. I can take a post-license refresher course too. Option A. Pay off a fine, option B. Extend my probationary period, option C. Recover points. So for this question, the correct answer is option C, recover points. What is the purpose of the post-license refresher course? If it is carried out between 6 and 12 months after you obtain your driving license, the additional training course can reduce the probationary period. This means you can recover points. If I took my driving test in the traditional way, I get 2 points back. If I took the accompanied driving test, I get 3 points back. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.